Good morning. We're going to break away from our normal devotional in the Psalms. We'll start again tomorrow with Psalm 30 and then 31. But today I just want to speak to something I've been thinking about quite a bit in the last week or two as we try to figure out our response as a church to this pandemic. As we watch every day the governor give his press conference, trying to give wisdom, guidelines for businesses as to how to reopen. There's a real debate, a dialogue as to what churches are supposed to do in the midst of this. Some are defying the governor's orders, their health county officials' orders, and are going to meet, saying we'll listen to God, not to men. Some are wanting to submit completely and wait. Even in the state, people are all over the map. We're trying to discern the same questions. We understand why people feel the way they do on both sides of the question. But it occurs to me that this could be a time when the enemy could really use this to tear churches apart, as in one church from another in a city or a town, or a church apart as to people on a wide spectrum of responses towards this pandemic. And it occurs to me that one of Jesus' kind of most important thoughts before he was crucified, as captured in his high priestly prayer, was unity. Unity of what would be his church. And what he prayed for was that they would be one as the Father and the Son are one. That nothing would break that unity. Now, we can't even imagine the Father and Son not being unified on a topic, on a subject, right? But the church seems to be often in disunity. So I think this is a time for you and I to protect unity, which means we don't have to all think alike, but we have to love, and we have to be patient, and we have to open up dialogue. We have to create space to talk. We have to listen to one another. We have to bear with one another. We have to forgive one another. We have to be forgiven by one another. And I think we have to really fight for unity in our church, in our town, in America. We have to fight for it. We have to create the kind of fertile ground where people can meet together to discuss and not break unity. I had that conversation with somebody just today. They felt differently about something than I did. I actually talked to two people today, and it was beautiful to talk and to listen and to hear and to not feel like afterwards that unity was broken. I'm just reminded that in the Psalms, and we'll get to this someday, one of the shortest Psalms, in fact, the shortest Psalm is Psalm 133. And it's the Psalm of Ascent, and it says this: how good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. It's like precious oil poured on the head, running down on the beard, running down on Aaron's beard, down on the collar of his robe. It's as if dew of Hermon were falling on Mount Zion. For there the Lord bestows his blessing, even life evermore. The cultural reference is a bit lost on us. It's describing a coronation of sorts, and a priest would be a stand-in for the king, and just a beautiful day of a whole culture, the nation celebrating something was happening. That's what it's describing here. But the picture still works. That unity is so beautiful and precious and pure and wonderful when we have it. It is a blessing. So can I just encourage all of us in our homes, in our families, in our neighborhoods, in our church, in our small group, to really work hard to protect the unity that God has built even in our church in this season, and to listen well and hear well and to love well. Grace and peace to you. I hope you have a wonderful day on this Thursday, and we look forward to being with you tomorrow and then through the weekend.